Let's see the next question in the exercise, question 513. We have been given 4 different arithmetic progressions, AP, and we are supposed to indicate what is the first term and the common difference in each case. Throughout our discussion, we are going to use the same terminology, what is being used in the textbook. A is first term and D is the common difference, which is the difference between two successive terms of an arithmetic progression. Let's consider the first example. 3, 1, -1, -3. Well, you have to ask yourself a question. If you start from 3, what exactly you have to do in order to get to 1, which is the second term of that AP. Starting from 3, I have to actually subtract 2 in order to go to 1. So here the common difference is how much I have to do in order to go to the next term starting with the previous term. So here the common difference will be -2. Let's cross check whether it is consistent, and then only we can mark this being an AP. So this will be from 1 to -1. I have to add -2, or indirectly I have to subtract -2, and the same thing is true for the next term. So that means here the first term is 3 and the common difference is -2. Remember, the common difference can be positive or it can be negative. If the terms are increasing, then the common difference will be positive. However, in this case, we find that the terms subsequently are getting reduced slowly. So that is an example of negative common difference. Let's see the second example. -5, -1, 3, and 7. Well, if you start with -5, in order to go to -1, you have to actually add +4. And the same thing is true for next terms. So here, the first term is -5 and the common difference is +4. Let's see the next example, 1593. Here you have to add +4, just like the previous one. And the first term will be now 1 and the common difference will be +4. The last term, they have been given us this 3333. That is not really important. This only means that eventually, if you keep on adding this forever, eventually you will reach to 3333. However, you can still ignore this one, because in order to calculate the common difference, the first couple of terms are more than enough for us. So here, if you have to ask yourself a question. If you start with 0.6, what exactly you have to do? How much you have to add or subtract in order to reach to the second term? To start with 0.6, you have to add positive 1.1 in order to go to 1.7. And this is true for subsequent terms also. So that means the first term in this case will be 0.6 and the common difference will be 1.1. So these will be your answers for each cases for the 4 sub questions.